Welcome back to UMG Orlando, Benson and the wonderful Mr. X in the booth. And what a series we have on our hands right now. I think maybe depending on how this comeback uplink goes, it could get a little bit interesting.
Right, we've seen Justus on comeback uplink. I mean, they've looked so-so. I mean, during denial in that finals, it was a rough one. Went into that game 5 after that 19-second overtime choke. But I've never really seen Prof play uplink. Have you seen them play that?
We've seen them play it, here and there. They're kind of a decent uplink team, I think it is fair to say. Nothing really shines out. I just love the way that Ricky and Parasite try and think outside the box, try and go for unconventional things. Out of all the North American teams, at least, I've seen Prof pass the drone more times than anything else. Because I mean, since the patch where they nerfed the pass distance, we've seen players kind of go for yardage on the drone as opposed to anything else. But Prof definitely a team who have sometimes passed the drone, but not that much. Just you'll see Parasite there, just play for yards on the drone like everyone else.
Yeah, they're actually able to pick up a ton of kills right here off the bat, but to push through glass, Ben, I don't like that on the side that they're on right now. On the Atlas side, you really want to attack that right-hand side, push through the green area and over towards yellow roof, because if you push through glass, you're going to spawn the opposing team right under that uplink goal, and it's very difficult to push in for those 2-point scores, even to get those 1-point scores from that area.
Parasite just really not had many gunfights, only 3, and he was able to get that 1-point score, and he's going to continue slaying. Takes to 4, Legal, meanwhile, 4-1, pushing through bottom middle. See if he can try and pick up a couple of kills here as players drop down. There's going to be one, connects. Can he find the second? He knows he's going to be in there. That drone has reset, though. So Legal going to have to back off and play for the satellite drone respawn.
What do you think of the selection of the BAL on this map as compared to the ASM? I figured this would be a more ASM-dominated map.
Yeah, you would think up close and personal. There's lots of areas where you're going to have those close gunfights. But, ultimately, did that just bank back in the map? Oh. Slack has failed at throwing that at the map. Try again, Slack. No, you can climb the ladder. Yep, and you're going to fall. That's unfortunate. Fears, last one alive, though. Not really in a position to challenge it. Classic's going to keep that drone alive, and he could actually go for a 1-point play here if he's quick. There it is. Goes for 2 and connects. Nice plays coming out of Classic. And to think Slack tried to throw that out the map, too.
Yeah, I know this is a very difficult spot, though. It looks like Prophecy, they're going to just throw the satellite drone into the Justus base and just try and slay out from here. And it's going to be Parasite. He's going to slide, try and pick up the drone, but he is taken out. It looks like Ricky, though, he's going to have free run for a counter to that, Justus 2-point play. But you can see that coming because as soon as Justus had scored, Prof had, 3 players right around the drone, able to pick it up right off the bat. It looks like Justus trying to get a counter of their own with a shot, but it's missed, and it looks like Fear's going to try and run that one out there. Actually, smart play to play the drone.
Yep, just get rid of it. Now it's going to have to go back to its original respawn, and Parasite has it. Is he going to go for 1? Goes for it. Is he going to connect? It does. So Prophecy now with a 2-point lead on that bad side. Justus just not able to make things click.
Yeah, Justus, they're just not pushing out the right things right now.
Right.
They're keep pushing down that green side and giving Prof full control over the drone side of the map, which is something you don't want to do. You're going to see it's going to be Slack lit up on the mini-map. He is going to try and get through that middle with the drone and just get that 1-point score. And he was going to throw that right into the opposing player's hands anyway. But, just a little mistimed jump right there. But they have to be very careful. Justus just not playing good base defense at all.
That was unfortunate play for Ricky there, picking up that drone. I don't think that was originally what he wanted to do, but he managed to get rid of it. Slack, meanwhile, has picked it back up and looking at trying to get second story green, but failed his jump a couple of times. Tagged up as well. Has the support of a teammate. Teammate falls. That was actually enabled, but he's managed to bamboozle the opposition player. Gets up top, but once again, not able to just convert and put some points on the board.
Right, but you look at where they're getting the drone Prophecy. They're able to get it on that Justus side of the map, and I love how they're playing this. We don't see too many teams go for 2-point scores on this side that Prophecy is on. But what they're doing is they're just getting that drone into the Justus base, and then Justus is always running towards the drone, don't want to give up the scores, and Prof is slaying out from that point and then just running to the drone once they start spotting glass. So I like the strategy out of Prophecy here in this first half.
Slacked with the drone, misses the double jump, throws it directly into enemy hands.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
And Parasite now looking at just trying to jump over that wall. He falls. Mochilla with the drone, trying to get that double jump. Again, teammates are going to slay out in front of him. That is going to be a 2-point play. Nicely recovered.
But look at the mini-map. You know, you have 2 players already set up on that satellite drone. And if Parasite was able to make it out of there, they would have ran that. But that's actually going to be 3 dead for Prophecy. It's actually going to be 4 dead right there. So I would like to see Justus go for another 2-point score, try and set that tone for this second half, as they're going to go on the bad side. So they're going to have to play some nice defense.
Classic smart play. Just go for one to recognize there was too many players around him to go for that 2-point play. So Chiller does fall, and Justus turning things around in the last 60 seconds. But to be honest, if they've been doing that all game, this would be very, very different scoreline.
Yeah, you know, Prof, that's actually a really good half. If you're able to, you know, finish this only down 1 going into good side, I think you would take that, you know, 10 out of 10 times, I think, if you're Prophecy, you know, going into the second half. Big
kills coming out at the very end of this first side. Satellite drone trying to be run out. 3 seconds left. It's going to reset, and that is just going to be a 1-point advantage at the end of that first side. And as you said, Matt, you know, if I'm Prof, I'm feeling pretty comfortable about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you're able to play from bad side and have Enable drop 21 and 9 in that first half, and you're only down 1, I think you feel pretty good about yourself.
21 and 9. That's big numbers coming out of Enable, but Slacked once again struggling a little bit in this series. 7 and 14. Double negative, needs to try and pick things up.
Yeah, you know, Slacked one of the most consistent players that we see from events to events. I mean, you know, obviously formerly of Unite Gaming when they had Clayster, you know, and Spacely and Huddle, but you know, then after that, on to MW, pretty much the same team, but Classic instead of Clayster. They saw great success towards the end of Ghost. I mean, Slack just was super consistent, you know, throughout the entirety of both those games. So to see him struggle here in this first match on the main stage, kind of shocking.
Parasite goes for 1, doesn't connect with it. It's going to be bouncing underneath him. Jumps over the drone, but managed to pick it up. And once again, Prophecy go back.
He didn't mean to go for 1. That was the entire time.
Really good plays coming out of Parasite once again at the start of this game. Picks up the drone, Slack to his right-hand side, decides not to go towards him, just jumps up towards second story blue. Could actually just jump over the wall, go for 2. That's exactly what he's going to do. And fantastic plays coming out of Prophecy at the very start of this comeback uplink. Second side.
Justus, they need to be very careful here, Ben, not let, you know, Prof open up the floodgates and start, you know, just go for those 1-point scores over and over again. But it looks like Slack doing a nice job. Just going to have 1 player to beat, and that player is actually taken out, so they're going to get a 2-point score from bad side, which we don't see too often, but you see the players from Prophecy spawning right near that satellite drone. They're going to need to flood this Justus.
Nice kill coming out from Ricky. Ricky ready and waiting, and a failed pass coming out right there, as well as Fizz, who tried to get that pass, but threw it straight in towards the little sign, so wasn't able to actually complete and go towards Ricky. Ricky giving the satellite drone player some support, picks up 1. Teammate is there, teammate falls. Ricky doing everything right now, finally goes down, and Fizz is going to have to just try and backtrack and play a little bit of defense right now.
Yeah, I love this play from Justus, you know, to bring the drone all the way to this right side of the map. This is where you want to push if you're on this Sentinel side. So it's very important that they push that way, but they're actually all taken out, and it's going to be interesting. It looks like Parasite's going to go right away for this 1-point score.
Nice.
He's going to be able to get that, and they're going to flood right across the map and try and get this relay going. Huge kills right there from Classic, though.
Can Legal try and go all the way back? It's going to be Classic who has it. A 1-point play attempt misses. No one actually in a position to clean that one up and go for 2. So Ricky's going to pick that one up and just try and run it potentially towards bottom middle. A 1-point play right now from Prophecy would take this to a 2-possession game. And that would be the much smarter play, really. Take that satellite drone, bottom middle, double jump over the wall, and just go for 1.
Yeah, I didn't understand why they didn't just go for 1 right there. I thought Ricky was going to play that straight down the middle and try and go for 1. He had teammate support there, but instead tried to bring it all the way around that outside of glass where they are right now, but he was shut down. But I think they probably would have got at least 1 point out of that.
Smart plays coming in from Parasite, just waits for his team support. 3 players go down, and Parasite can push up that right-hand side and now go for points. He is going to see someone over the wall, but just goes for 2. Nice plays coming in from Parasite.
Yeah, and you see Ricky, he's going to pull out that bow, and he's going to have complete control over the satellite drone side of the map. If he just kind of picks up these kills, he's able to push some shots in at range, and his SMG players can get closer to that drone, but you're going to see Fear's going to pull one out as well. They're just going to try and watch this drone from a distance, pick up those kills, and then have, you know, Parasite or Legal run it in.
Fizz, good cover of his teammate. Parasite has that drone in his hand. It looks like he's going to go for another 1-point play, connects with it. 12 to 7-point lead, and of course, Prophecy are 2-1 up in this series as well, Matt. So the win here would give them the win in the series.
Yeah, and I think he threw that in because they were set up for that drone, but you see Enable, he's actually going to be able to pick it up, and he's going to throw it in the base, but a player spawns, just like I was saying, to push that left-hand side here and to spawn them right on the uplink. He pretty much spawned right into the drone there, and he was able to play that. So nice plays right there out of Prophecy, able to do that. Justus, they just need to keep pushing the right sides of the map.
Parasite puts the drone underneath the enemy base. Mochilla's going to try and run that one out. Legal in hot pursuit. A couple of players bottom middle, and Legal's just going to have to call that out to his teammates. Mochilla is going to be up top, and he does manage to release that satellite drone just in time. If he haven't, Legal would have been in a position maybe to just turn around and go for one, and that's ambitious throwing there from Legal. But again, it's just going to waste a little bit of time. So all that time wasted is really, really bad for Justus right now.
Yeah, Justus is going to have to pick up some important kills here if they're going to want a chance to come back, and he's actually taken out with the drone right there. Prof just going to play that one off the side of the map. 30 seconds left. All Prophecy needs to do is just watch that drone.
I can't see them coming back. I don't even think there's actually mathematically enough time at this point. With that 5-point lead, Parasite has the drone as well. He could actually just turn around and throw this one out of bounds, and it would be over, but he's going to keep hold of it. Goes for another play. Nice jukes coming in. Throws it in between two enemy players. Connects with the 1-point play, and that's going to be 13-7 with 10 seconds left. Prophecy played this one pretty much perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, they dominated the objective on this map. I mean, we really didn't see Justus, with too much time or control over Drone's side of the map. I mean, they were able to put up 7 points total right here in that uplink game, but you never really got the feeling that they were just going to start rallying off these, scores. They always felt like, they were just grabbing the drone kind of on a whim and then able to score. You never really had a good setup or control. Prof, you always felt like they were in control of the pace of the game.
Yeah, struggle was real there for Justus, that's for sure. And able dropped 36 as kills as well, Matt, and still was not able to pick up the W. But Prophecy, looking good, not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, Profs looked really good in that series, able to take down Justus 3-1. And I believe after this quick commercial break, we're going to have Prophecy against Optic Nation here on the main stage with myself and Benson again. So stay tuned, guys.